after being in the large hospital systems for so long, got a little bit burnt out. What's different here is just that you really feel like you make a difference and that you matter, being part of a team. There were instances in larger hospital systems, one I specifically talk about in a lot of our interviews that we have, where I just felt like I had no resources and no help. And being here, there's always your upper management, they really care, and they're gonna come in and help you. Multiple times. For me, being here now, I'm in a management position, but I came here as a staff nurse, and there were many times that our CNO, she worked endless hours when we had some staff turnover coming in to help us out. I feel like you really have an opportunity to have a voice here and to make a difference, and working so closely with your staff, you aren't so far removed from what's happening on the floor. A lot of times you'll hear in a large, some other places that it's just, they don't know, they don't remember what it's like to be on the floor. And I think that we don't have that with our staff, that we're still really tight with them. They know our doors are always open. They come in and talk to us, and we make decisions that we know are going to be in their best interest. The difference here from being in a larger hospital system for me and taking care of patients was that I would end my day feeling defeated. I did the best that I could in a large hospital system for my patients, but it was so busy and there was so much coming at me that I just didn't really have the time to spend with them. Whereas here, you really have the time to update your patients on their plan of care and follow up with them and make sure that you're doing what's best for the patient. What I like about the way that we work with our physicians is just that it really gives you an opportunity to learn and to be better. In this field, there's things that are always constantly changing, and we need to be able to keep up. And the physicians that we have are just really great. And they'll be able to show you, clinical studies, and things are showing, and they keep up themselves with what's current and what's happening and the changes in medicine, and they're able to educate us as well. Our relationship with the physicians here is that you really feel like you're all one team, like as you're part of a team. There's many times that you kind of feel like physicians, you're under their thumb, like they're above you and they would treat you that way, whereas here everybody is one, and they welcome your questions and they welcome your input, and we all just collaborate to take great care of our patients. It's just everything. Like there's just so much that you're not able to do there. Just really getting to develop a relationship with your patients while they're here. And sometimes that's what people need. They need to see you. They need someone to talk to. They need reassurance that their family member is going to be okay, or that they're going to be okay, and we're doing the best that we can for them. And there you'll see your patient, and the next thing you know, you're discharging them, and then you haven't had any other conversation or update or follow up with them in the meantime. I don't have necessarily just a favorite moment that here taking care of patients, but I worked med-surg tele on the floor. I also worked in the ER, but there were so many times that I would be in a patient's room, especially an elderly patient, and you just wanted to be able to sit there and talk with them and have a conversation. And I'll laugh sometimes because I was always inching my way out. There was always so much more that I needed to be doing, or someone else was calling me, or I needed to be scheduling a test, or a physician was on the phone. And here, it's just really nice to be able to sit there. I just like to spend time with them and being able to talk to them when I'm working on the inpatient unit and the med-surg unit. And in the ER, I just love the teamwork. That I think is the difference here, is that we can just really all come in and take care of that patient and get everything going and get them in and out, or get them in and get them where they need to be, whether they need to transfer for surgery or it's a STEMI patient that we're trying to beat the clock and get them out of here. We just really get to take time with our patients. But at the same time, I guess when it's urgent and emergent, we have that time we know that we're taking great care of them and getting things going as quickly as we can and getting them where they need to be. You feel appreciated here, just little things. I mean, they recognize you on your birthday, they recognize you on your anniversary, just daily getting feedback and just them telling you that you're doing a great job and that you're really making a difference here. I went into nursing actually because I've had great experience with nurses. My grandmother passed away of cancer when I was young, and it was something that I felt called to do. I just loved watching, I guess not loved watching, but I loved how they made her feel and how they included us in her care. They just took really great care of her, and she was always so grateful to them. I just wanted to be able to be that person for somebody else, to be able to take great care of their family, and for them, when they look back at a difficult situation, to be able to look back and say, wow, but that nurse was great. She really made us feel comfortable. She put us at ease. She kept us updated, just to take care of people. This is just really it's just really a great place to be. I really, really love coming to work every day, and I would gladly bring any of my family here to be taken care of. This is just, I know that they would be in good hands. I don't know. I think it's just, I guess I've always wanted to help people. It's just kind of the way I am. I don't know. I've always wanted to be able to make a difference, and I wanted to just have an impact on people. And I think that this is such a vulnerable time, and it's such an important time where that you see patients at their worst. You see people at their worst, and you need to be able to just accept them and know that whatever they're going through for them at this moment is an emergency. And you need to make them comfortable, and you need to be able to take great care of them. But it also gives you just a sense of accomplishment, because you've learned so much and you realize how capable you are to be able to make those calls and to know that you're doing that right thing for that patient and that you can save a life. I mean, that's what we're here for. I guess it's important to make a difference just because you know you've had an impact on someone's life. I guess because of the impact it had on me when I was going through a difficult time. Just the staff and the nurses, and just comforting us when, I guess, the end came, allowing us to be there. I guess just treating my grandma like she was family, like she was their family, like she was that important to them, like it was a person, someone that they loved too. I knew I wanted to go into the medical field. I mean, I guess part of it wasn't just that experience, but it was also being able to hopefully make a difference and I guess seeing advances in medicine and being able to hopefully save someone from going through that situation as well, which I think is part of what we do too. Preventative is people coming in and being able to discover something that hopefully it doesn't come to that point. Hopefully that we can catch something or see something that's going to prevent people from having to go through that moment. Just that we've got to act fast. I mean, we've got to get them what they need, and you just get to a point where you know what needs to be done and you can recognize that, and you just work with that sense of urgency to stop it, whatever it is that they need. It's also my grandma's birthday, would have been today.
Today would have been your grandmother's birthday?
Yeah, she would have been 88 today. Oh yeah, no, she was an amazing lady. We just spent so much time with her. She was just a good person, and I mean, all of just great memories that we have from our childhood growing up with her, camping at Lake Superior. I mean, my parents both worked full time, so our summers were spent with my grandparents and primarily my grandma. One example would just be a day after Thanksgiving. After the holidays is always crazy, and it was super busy day in the ER, and we were short-staffed, and we had 8 rooms shut down, and we were just drowning that day. And our manager called to check on us and was just pretty much like, "How are things going?" And we told her the situation, and she was like, "Okay, well, let me know if you need anything." And it just kind of made you feel like obviously you don't care.